Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. Hey, I'm here. It's late. It is 1:10 in the morning on Thursday, April 4th. I was kind of iffy on streaming tonight, too, because still kind of depressed, and also there was severe weather in a lot of the area today. Not where I live, but it was like picking up a bit. It seems to have subsided, so I'm not too worried about it. I didn't activate PNG Tuber. There we go. And it's the right model for once. That's weird, even though I typed it out. Oh, I think I loaded it after I typed the thing, that's why. What kind of weather? Rainy. Tornado warnings in a lot of spots in the northeast. Like, east in general, not just northeast, but not really here. Got a thunderstorm. Some of my coworkers up in New York lost power today, so that was fun. Anyway, it's late. I'm here. We're gonna get 3 hours of this in, so we're gonna be going until 4 again. But, we will do this tonight. Tomorrow night, I will be here early, because I'm gonna be up and about after work. The last two nights, tonight and last night, I took, like, a nap after work on purpose. And, yeah, I just wasted a lot of time. Tomorrow night, I will be here early. I have more Pokemon cards to unbox. Only a couple packs, it will be quicker. But it's a new box of goodies. And I'll be giving those cards away to my friends after I'm done. Most of them. Maybe not some of them, but we'll see. And we'll do more Persona after that. So yeah, we are in December. Ryoji is actually the harbinger of the fall, so he's disappeared. We have a month to decide if we want to kill him or not, and slightly delay the fall, or allow him to live and, you know, die with dignity much sooner. Sort of, I guess. I don't know. Like, he said he's gonna die either way, so it's like, why are we so, like, hung up on that? But, anyway. If it's unavoidable, then we must do something to avoid it. Maybe. Who knows? Hard to say. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just checking over a few things here, making sure everything's working. Okay. I think we're good. Let me know if the sound doesn't sound okay.
Hello.
If that's the case, there's a place I wanted to stop by on the way back.
Thank you.
It's over at the strip mall, so it shouldn't take long to get there. It piqued my interest a while ago, but I could never bring myself to go alone.
Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion.
Did you think an entire octopus would fit into one? Also, as it's been established multiple times, the takoyaki here doesn't actually have octopus in it. It has something else that Elizabeth chooses not to divulge to us.
I mean, that does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single person. Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me.
Want me to treat you? Why not give it a try? I have a feeling if I say want me to treat you, she'll get, like, pissed. She's like, I'm rich, bitch. Yeah, why is my budget the one that goes into all the teams like shit? She's rich. Her company owns the team. And the school. Why not give it a try? Yeah, want me to treat you would be the stupidest thing to say to her.
Seeing is believing, I suppose. Excuse me, one piece of takoyaki, please. What? Oh, they're only sold in multiples? How generous. So I'll receive an entire tray for this price. So it's filled with diced octopus. Interesting. There's a mild sourness combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful.
Hey, Celine, believe it, yeah. She wanted a single piece of takoyaki, but she wanted to try it. And also, I think in her mind, the price only covered a single piece. Because she thinks that, you know, her concept of money is incredibly skewed. I think that's the joke they're going with here.
Are there other ingredients mixed in? In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon.
C'est très bon.
That reminds me, Akihiko once mentioned this place. Speaking of Akihiko, Don't you think he's been acting differently lately? I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing.
Are you sad? Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy. With all that we've been through, it can be difficult to get over what's happened in the past. But Akihiko is using his experiences to make himself stronger. I'm quite impressed by that. When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my own life. It's the most peculiar feeling.
Maybe you're in love. Must be sadness. Maybe you're anxious.
Anxious?
I got 6 points for that social link.
Maybe a part of me is panicking because I feel like I'm being left behind. Sorry, don't mind me.
Mitsuru seems to have a lot on her mind. I feel like our relationship has grown. You should get some if I'm at a Japanese place. I'll get some. There's something I realized is that pretty much every Asian restaurant that serves sushi or sushi-like stuff has it. I get it from a sushi bar locally, which is really good. I also get it from a poke bowl place that I order from. But that comes with the oshinko or whatever it's called on top of it. The dried fish shredding, like the thing that's like papery. I don't like that. It dries out the takoyaki. I usually scrape that off. And there's a lot of it.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry to subject you to my thoughtless rambling. Just forget I said anything.
Hey, it's okay. I ramble all the time. I'm rooting for you. I heard nothing. What?
I'm not sure what you mean. That takoyaki was absolutely delicious.
Yeah, you still got all of it in your hand there. You didn't eat any of it. Decided to go back to the dorm. I'll get some veggie sushi. Thanks. I do enjoy veggie sushi. I don't usually eat it anymore, but I used to love cucumber roll. What did I get here? Apples and a mandarin. What? Those mandarins don't say what they do. Wow, no one wanted to talk to me today? Oh, no one's got anything new to say. Crab season. There aren't enough crab fishermen to meet demand. The apathy syndrome epidemic has also hit the fisherman population and... Koromaru, what do you want to do? He wants to just go for a walk in general. That might be good, because that'll get me, points with someone. I believe the fridge is the day after Thursday. It's Thursday. I mean, no shit, we're all gonna die, yeah. I think the plants aren't until the 21st. So my options are... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to Paulownia Mall real quick, because I want to see if there's anything new for the URL place. No. I will buy another 7 dating site notes, though. Okay, so my choices are take the risk at a random thing or waste one of my dating notes to get someone up. You know what? Let's go. It's set who shows up on which days. Oh, well that's good.
Oh, Senpai and Koromaru-kun.
Wait.
Well, I'm still a little scared.
I was gonna say, we had her already in one of these walks.
I was hoping I could slowly acclimate myself to being around dogs. It doesn't look like Koromaru-kun is the type that would bite people. I'd like to make friends with him. Maybe I'll bring some treats next time. Goodness, I'm sorry to interrupt your walk. If you'll excuse me.
I don't think I could go back to Tartarus until after exams, because I guess it's still out, and everyone's just kind of like, what the fuck are we gonna do? There's one more part of the, like, disco block that I'm currently in, and then, when we enter the final arc of the game, the final block works a little differently.
Hey.
Yo, Macaw. Even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as if nothing had happened. It's surreal.
Yeah.
We'll have to make up our minds sooner or later. Even as we speak, the deadline is drawing closer. Just hope we could find the right answer. Can't we just laser around and eat a bunch of pizza and cheese sticks? I mean, that's what leads to getting apathy syndrome.
Alright, alright.
Finals are almost here. Let's begin. Toho Kamiye Mitame. Ugh. Today I'll finally talk about our own country's magic. While you may already think you know enough about it already, you probably don't know the half of it. The belief that magic is a questionable subject is becoming more common, but what is swept into the corners of society today was once central to it. It could even be said that Japan came to be in the first place thanks to magic. After all, Himiko of Yamataikoku was a shaman. She reportedly relied on a type of shamanism called Kido while ruling her domain. Sadly, we have no way of knowing how her magic worked. The same is true for Prince Shotoku, who established a centralizing government. He practiced onmyodo, so he was also a shaman of sorts. With origins like these, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Heian era, for example, the Bureau of Onmyo was established so that the onmyoji could expel evil spirits, give spiritual advice, and train new practitioners. You may also be familiar with it from the legend of Abe no Seimei. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians had to play their part to play. There were many generals who studied divination alongside military tactics. They could be considered magicians. Say, are you still listening? Don't become mesmerized now. Here's a test to see if you were actually paying attention. Get it wrong and I'll make some of your lingo taboo. Toho kamimentame. God, I can't say that one. Now who to pick this time? I choose thee, Macaw. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? Onmyodo, Kido, Jugando. It's Onmyodo, right? Yeah, no, Kido.
Correct.
Very good. Thank your Kotodama powers for that one. The ease of access to magic that Japanese citizens had continued up to the Edo period, but the new government formed during the Meiji Reformation stamped it out. Tsuchimikado Shinto, which had only been recently revived, faded away once more. Everyone in class is looking at me with respect, not that it does anything. I'm an ubermensch right now. I can't improve. Japanese only has one way to pronounce it true. Onmyoji as in heart. Onmyoji. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Or did I say Onmyaji? It may have just been me slurring it a bit. I won't ask you to take me somewhere to eat this time. In fact, I need your help and wisdom regarding a certain matter. Shall we head to the library together? I think that's as far as I got her social link in the original playthrough, because it was just too late in the game. I wrapped up my usual training regimen today, even though I don't need to practice anymore. It's a tough habit to break, and it's made me hungry as usual. Want to get something to eat? Oh, that's Mamoru! Yes, actually, we're gonna go, yeah. I want to finish his link. He's only available certain days, so I'd rather finish him up while I can. I'm waiting for you. Were you gonna go eat something just now?
I'm all fired up now.
Cool. What should we get? Can't go wrong with ramen. Don't think I'll ever get tired of it. It said Onmyoji. Oh.
Yup. Glad we can meet up one more time before I take off.
Take off? You're leaving today? Oh, this is the final rank. This is rank 10.
Always sharp as a tack. Yep. I'm leaving right after this. Factory's way out west, so I'm moving into a dorm there. I've already sent my luggage. Now I just gotta send myself. My mom started crying and blaming herself, but I'm the one who wants to do this. This is a new chapter in my life.
But didn't he win the scholarship? So I'm
Guess I should
confused.
say goodbye to this ramen
I'm so confused
too.
why he's doing this.
Well then, I better get going.
I'll see you off.
Sure. Then let's head to the station. Hey. Here, take this.
Looks like a car key. Car key?
I want you to hang on to that.
What's this for? But I can't drive yet.
Well, it's a car key, obviously, but it's not just any car key. It's the key to my dad's car. I've been keeping it for good luck. Sometimes I get pretty pissed that he's not around anymore. My life wouldn't have been so complicated, you know? I could have enjoyed track more. I wouldn't have had all that pressure to be the best. But by blaming him like that, I was just running away from my problems. That's why I want you to have it. I don't want to risk running away again.
So okay, what's going on? His dad died. His mother was taking care of the whole family. He wanted to get a track scholarship and become #1 in the world, in the country. so that he can, you know, alleviate his family's money problems. And now he's going to work at a factory, at a car, like a parts factory that his father had connections to. But I'm confused because I thought he won the scholarship, so I'm like, for the track thing. So I'm like confused as why he's giving it up. So I missed something in translation here. I must not have been paying attention.
You have it. I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Then next time we meet, I can still be proud of who I am.
Car key.
Thank you.
Hayase seems to really care about me. I've gained a lifelong friend.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Star Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the star within thyself.
You can now fuse Hallel, the light bearer.
We'll see each other again someday.
I saw Hayase off and went back to the dorm.
Hey.
Welcome back. It's already been a week since Ryoji-kun told us everything, huh? Couldn't sleep for 3 days after that. It feels weird being this scared. Everyone else is scared too. I guess you're right. You know, I feel like no one really knows how much they take their lives for granted. Till they think there's a real possibility they may lose it. I don't think anyone can really understand that kind of thing until they actually feel it.
Yeah.
When you saved us at the monorail, on the monorail, I thought I understood the weight of life. But it turns out it's actually way heavier than I thought. Great channel showing news related to apathy syndrome.
Senpai!
Oh, I have some homework to do, but I'm having trouble getting started on it. By the way, you all have exams coming up, right? Well, in that case, why don't we study together?
I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry for bothering you. I could do it on my own. I'll see you later. I really don't want to waste time studying, because it's going to do nothing but just raise my academics, which don't need to be raised anymore. I'd rather use my my prayer note here. Yuko, because I haven't done social link with her in a while. TLDR, poverty sucks. He chose to support his family instead of taking it. He chose to support his family and his siblings to take a better chance of having a future. I guess so. More humans?
Hello, this is
Wait, we can't go to
Elizabeth
Tartarus
speaking.
right now.
I'm calling in regard
Oh, there
to
we
a
go.
recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Just check it out next time I go to Tartarus.
Hello.
Good morning. How does everyone seem regarding that discussion? Thinking hard.
Right.
Oh, I see. I feel the same as the others. We can't continue on like this forever. We should talk with everyone tonight. You get where he's coming from, yeah. Well, I mean, I thought the you know, I get... Alright. I guess... I don't know. He made a hard decision. He made a decision for the sake of his family, yeah. Yeah, you've been... I know. You've experienced that same kind of issue. It's not easy to deal with.
Salut.
Ah, Macaw, are you leaving now? I have to visit the library today to study up on business administration and management. If you aren't too busy, perhaps you could help me? Thanks, I appreciate it. That said, I'm certain I know where to find what I'm looking for. It shouldn't take too much time. Truth be told, asking you to come along was just an excuse. I'll have some time to chat afterwards.
You know, There's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia.
No, we'll all be dead. Did you forget about that? Yeah, did you forget about the part where we're all gonna die in, like, another month? Hold on. This isn't the right social link. There it is. Did something happen? What's next for you?
No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues. My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you?
Whoa. We're only rank 4 and you're already asking that? Also, I'm gonna point out again, this library is so weird looking. Why are there like books on the back that look like they're like being advertised to be on sale? Like there's only a single book on each of those little shelves. Very odd. I would love to see what this whole room looks like, because these rooms are fully modeled. It's a social agreement. It's about compromise. It's all for love.
That's a straightforward answer.
Is this how Japanese libraries are? I don't know. I know the library in AC/DC Town and Mega Man Battle Network has like advertisements for new books on the walls, but I think that's just a joke.
However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions.
Ah, right.
An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons.
What about your
As
mother?
time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other.
No, I think I've been to a library that had something like that. Oh, hey, Ripple Bunny Pops.
I don't think they were very happy in their lives. Love can take many different forms.
Oh, yes, indeedy, it can.
Am I wrong about this?
Do you have a boyfriend? That's a tough one.
Please, wouldn't you know if I did? We're living under the same roof. Besides, that's a bit... How do I say this? Romance just isn't my strong suit.
I lent an ear to Mitsuru. Look, our relationship has grown. I remember Mitsuru, I think in my original playthrough of Persona 3, Mitsuru was the only social link I didn't max out. I just didn't have enough time to finish hers
Looks like we ended
before
up
the end of the
staying
game.
until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good
I
example.
very
as student
distinctly
council
remember
president.
this conversation.
We should go.
Left the library and returned to the dorm.
All right. It looks like everyone's here now.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan? You okay, Fuka?
You're just so calm, Yukari-chan.
Kind of advertisement, like saying this book is held in high esteem. Please ask our staff about it. Kind of like Barnes & Noble recommended books. Recommended? Wow.
I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything. Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I guess
We
it's gonna show up
humans
a
are
bit.
quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation. So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
Have you made up your mind, Sonata-san?
No, but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight Nyx?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death. In any case, we have to choose one way or the other. I obviously don't want to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Is that how you feel?
Me?
That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? Have you decided?
Nah.
Do we want to axe a teenager made of goop or not? Yeah, exactly. Death by snoo snoo. That was what Elizabeth did to me last night in my room. Remember? Boldly accept. We're just gonna die in less than a month. It's not technically less than a month. It's a month and a half from now if we say no. If we don't kill him, and it might be a little longer than that if we say do kill him. But how much longer is still kind of up in the air.
What's the matter? Scared?
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
Junpei,
It's death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared. And here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic. Can't you see? We're all gonna die.
Damn, dude.
Then what do you think we should do? Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey, this whole thing is your fault. You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it. You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Junpei!
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it.
Not my fault. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. I'm not running from this. I'm scared too.
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It's just, it doesn't matter how many times I tell myself. I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me.
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
Same here. We're all in the same boat.
It was a great delivery, yeah. Every squad got the grief-stricken one, the grief-stricken one, the grief-stricken one, the grief-stricken one, the grief-stricken one. That image I shot yesterday.
I'm sorry for teasing you earlier. I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yucatan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody's to blame.
I'm sorry. I knew the truth deep down, but still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now. Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
Coincidentally, that's the next full moon. I wonder if Ryoji-kun will really come back for New Year's Eve. What is he doing now? Is he crying like before?
Hey, so...
Don't worry about what Junpei said earlier, okay? You know, all that stuff about how Ryoji-kun was inside you? No one thinks it's your fault. You're still you, the same person now as you've always been. Poor Maru's always so calm and collected. Dogged, really. He was at that shrine all by himself. I want to be more like Koromaru. I don't want to be stuck in the past anymore. Aragaki-san kept me alive for a reason. I'd considered the possibility that we could simply stop Ryoji from initiating the fall. But it appears that isn't a possibility after all. And if we kill him, we'll lose our memories, but still be unable to prevent it. What would he do at a time like this? He'd probably fight the end of the world with all he had. Yeah, that's what he would do. Okay. Taiyaki's in the fridge. All's well with the world.
Sorry.
Not earlier, man. I know you've been helping me out all this time. But you know that sinking feeling when you hit a dead end? Yeah, it sucks. Well, time to take Ryoji out to the back. God, we won't be getting to that tonight because I'm sure that I'm gonna have to hit the hit up Tartarus before I go.
The night
before we hit the new year. Today's Cantonese word is Aya! Bring your palm to your mouth and say, Aya! Aya is a very common word. It means no way. That's all for this week. Don't let the cold and apathy syndrome get you. Back to the news. I've already brushed you. There's nothing to gain from brushing you again. I'm gonna do Kenji because I haven't talked to him in a while. Where is he? Classmate. This feels like amazing character development. That was actually kind of sweet in a way. Yeah. Again, this game has some amazing depth to the characters.
Everyone,
exams start on Monday. Have you been studying? I'm the one who takes the fall if you don't score well, you know. Open your textbooks for today's lesson on incorrect use of the plural form. These can trip up a lot of people. The most common forms end in S, ES, and IES. Got it?
What?
However, there's some irregular plural forms too. You seem confused, Yori-kun. Do you know which of the following is an irregular plural noun? Huh? Me? I wasn't listening at all. Michael, help me out, man. Did you catch what she said? Do you know the answer? Wishes, lives, dreams. Probably lives. Yeah. Because it ends in an E. Oh, so you were listening. You got a funny way of showing it, though. Like most singular nouns, you can add an S to dream to form dreams. Since wish ends in an SH, you have to add ES to get its plural form. Wishes. I sure wish they'd stop calling me out. Thanks, Michael. You're a real homie. Michael-kun got Iori out of a pinch just now. He's such a nice guy. He's become slightly more popular. Gotta take Ryoji to the back. God. That grammar question took you a bit. I mean, the only thing it really was is that you have to realize that live ends in E, so it's technically the same thing.
Wait, seriously?
Dude, this is crazy. I'm supposed to think about exams when the world's coming to an end. Luca should be available tonight, right? What? Fridays, I thought she's here. Oh, is it because of... Shit. I was gonna say, is it because of, exams coming up, she's just not here now? But Mitsuru's available again. Alright. Glad she doesn't worry about her studies. I have somewhere to be later. Would you care to join me?
Thank you.
The truth is, a friend of ours told me that I should go out and unwind. Normally I wouldn't give it another thought, but I admit it might do me some good this time. Shall we go, then? Wait until we all gotta pour one out for everyone on Earth, the real VIP homie.
It's so simple. You just purchase a ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy a film. This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience.
We did, back in August. I took you to a movie.
Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least.
Did you forget what happened like 3 months ago?
Goes into the design and construction of a movie theater.
Said the rich girl. Glad you enjoyed it.
It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well.
Motorcycle? You're not suited.
I don't quite mean to say that. It's just that my time available for riding is limited. Lately, I find myself dreaming about driving to some far-off destination without telling a soul. Well, fantasizing can be fun in its own way.
What a high-class biker. Let's go for a ride.
Together? Just the two of us? Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me? Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Mitsuru's expressing her appreciation. feel like our relationship has grown.
You know, I have to wonder. When my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting, but if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
Sorry, Vinny played that video the other day, and hearing her say just the two of us made me think of it. I decided it'd be funnier to play it off my phone than play it off the computer. Was that Splatoon music? No. Exams begin next week. I know it's hard to focus, but don't ignore the present just because you're worried about the future. That would just be giving up on life. What in that? Personally, I'm going to keep on like always, and I'll keep going to Tartarus and studying too. Not leaving the ring without a win. It'd be hard to go back to the way things were. No matter what I do, I find myself going in circles. Just thinking about the connection between what Akutsuki-san and Ryoji-kun both told us. And everything finally made sense. Akutsuki-san made us fight the 12 Shadows in hopes that the Appraiser would return. And by doing so, he managed to fuse with Ryoji-kun, who was inside you, with the 12 Shadows. He didn't fuse with them. And that's when Ryoji-kun appeared to us as the Appraiser in a completed form.
Nah.
Dude, I'm in serious trouble. I haven't studied at all for the exams. What about you? Of course I have. I'm smart. What? You're hanging me out to dry? The heck? We're buddies, right? Pals? Partners in crime? Come on, join me on the road to failure.
Hey!
It sucks that we have exams at a time like this. Are you studying for them?
Huh?
Seriously? Wow. I'm impressed you're able to concentrate with all that's going on. I know I should be studying, but my mind keeps wandering. Yeah, I don't think it'll make much difference even if I started studying now. Besides, I'm not in a studying mood anyway. Winter sales about to begin at many major retailers. Town's department stores have calculated their estimate profits for the holiday season. Though they were hoping for revenues of 110 to 120%, the lack of shoppers due to apathy syndrome may mean those expectations will be missed. Windows Vista on her laptop. Junpei's line there is such a mood, especially here in your country. What, about being on the road to failure? Is that Windows Vista? I think that's the same image from Persona 5. You know why it looks like that? Because it's the same laptop image as Sai's laptop in Persona 5. And that game, you know, came out like 10 years ago, so... It's weird to think that Persona 5 is almost 10 years old at this point. Came out in, what, 2016, 2017? Like, yeah, we all didn't study, hell yeah. I got my chilled taiyaki. Alright, who should I pray to? Fuka, Mitsuru. You know what? I'm gonna do Mitsuru just because we just had a social link with her, and this seems to be the point where they're just like, oh, well, you can't get closer without external hanging out.
Let's skim through this chapter.
Exams start next Monday, so today I'll be covering some of the more historically significant years. 645 was the Taika Reform, 710 was when the Heijō-kyo was established, 794 was when the Heian-kyo was established, and I'm gonna skip ahead a few hundred years now. Feeling sleepy? Yeah, we'll stay awake.
Yes, exactly.
1185 was the Battle of Dan no Ura, and 1192 was when the Kamakura Shogunate was established. Oh, we're real close to the age of the samurai now. Force myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. Not that any more knowledge can fit in my brain. My head is so incredibly cranium inflated that it's not getting any bigger. Yeah, why is Mitsuru like the only person I could form a social link with? Mamoru's gone, so there's no one there but the old couple now. And I've already maxed them out, which annoys me that it still shows the symbol there. It shouldn't. Damn it, I was one rank away from finishing Fuka, and now she's just not here anymore. Oh man, the first thing I do when I get to school is look for her. When I finally find her, I get butterflies in my stomach. What should I do? What should I do? That guy there, isn't he acting funny? Yeah, I thought he seemed weird. Not really. Well, if you ask me, he seems weird. Also, hey Jess, how you doing? I didn't actually say hi. Hi! Oh, it's Kenji.
Yo!
Hey, studying for exams? Heading home. It'd be straight up embarrassing if I didn't pass. Yeah, I know I should study regularly, but I got other priorities, you know? Maybe I could study in the library, but I can't really deal with the atmosphere in there.
Yes.
I was considering stopping by the library before I leave. I see. You're a very diligent student.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture.
Looking for something specific? Need some help? Borrowing a book?
No, not exactly, but thank you. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it. I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding. Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something?
Huh, good question.
The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue. And some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task.
Belly diligent, god damn it. Premarital Gex, yep.
But I'm the daughter of the
Say
head
Gex.
of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it.
Something happened? This doesn't sound good.
Fiancé has been chosen for me. He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured.
And since it's an arranged marriage, it doesn't matter that I'm a minor and he's probably a 30-year-old man.
He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time.
The day I turn 18.
Will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved.
Is it really? I didn't know.
Well, of course you didn't. You're the only person I've told so far. My mother and father walked the same path, so I won't run from my fate.
You sure about this? That's admirable. I'll do something about it.
You shouldn't make promises you can't keep. What could you possibly do? Still, though, hearing you say that almost makes me want to believe.
Wow, they really fake you out thinking that's the wrong choice there. Mitsuru looks conflicted. The divorce option. Oh god.
Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this. I already made the decision to carry out my duty. But whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you? I think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me.
After parting ways with Mitsuru, I decided to return to the dorm. Hello, Macaw-kun, don't forget it's almost time for exams. I've been having a hard time trying to study, though. When I'm alone, my mind wanders. Do you think maybe we could study together? Nope.
No.
Although I propose living life as normally as possible, I suppose that's easier said than done. Knowing what's going to happen, it's almost too much to bear.
Oh.
Good timing. Fuka just suggested that we study for the exams together. Come on, there's no point in studying at a time like this. You're with me, right, dude?
Jeez.
At a time like this? Huh, you'd want to study if things were normal. As if you'd want to study like if things were normal. Why are all the libraries circular? Mine is square. More like time to die, yeah. Just start studying with everyone might help take our minds off things. So if it's not too much trouble, what do you think, Macaw-kun? Alright, well, whenever you're up for it, feel free to join us anytime if you feel like studying. Next clear-out day is in the 23rd. Okay, they're speeding up with that. Be nice if you could join me in my training regimen. Come meet me at Iwatodai Station if you're feeling up to it. Well, Mitsuru is not gonna be... oh, there's no one. Now that I'm done with Mamoru, there's no one I'm gonna be with on Sundays. So I should probably just go to the shrine and, rank up with someone there. So I'll be able to get 2 in one day. Min-maxing my relationship growth.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. It's pretty cold today, huh? You saw my text, right? Wanna get moving and warm up a little?
Yes.
Cool. Let's do this. I know this wasn't your idea, but I'm not planning on letting you cut corners. Alright, first on the list is jogging to Naganaki Shrine. Let's go.
You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed. So, what do you think?
Of what? I'm tired.
Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is...
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada.
It's me, Endeavor! Oh my god, he brought a whole posse with
Up
him!
until now. Today's where it ends.
Dude, we could take you all out.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
If we, like... Okay, so if we took, like, a buzzsaw... Oh, wait, it wouldn't work during the dark hour. I was gonna say, if we had a way of cutting those coffins in half during the dark hour, would they just be, like, eviscerated when the dark hour ends? Isn't Akihiko's ultimate path the same as Ryo, just wander and punch guys? Yeah, the arena games make it... The arena series makes it... Or Persona 4 Arena makes it very clear that he just becomes, like, a fighting freak after the events of this game.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
Seen the video of the runaway concrete saw? No.
Not for you,
I have
and not
not.
for your chicken shit buddy either.
Bro, I'm stronger than him.
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
Yeah, we saw some girls there. And a kid, too. Sure hope they're keeping
Pee in the
safe.
coffin? I don't think you can open them. You're the scum of the earth.
Stay back. I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on. Make your move.
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur? The boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over.
Damn it,
Is that
he's
what
right.
you want? Huh?
That is true. I can never do something like that to my supervisor, or my boxing teammates. But even if that's how I feel...
Sorry, 1 second.
I can't back down
I
now.
have to do something that's not related to that video.
Responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to. I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
Ah, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh.
It's legitimate self-defense.
All right then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers. Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again.
Sorry, I just want to see something here. It's true. Is that what you want? It's true. Boxing teammates, even if that's how I feel, can't back down now. I'll carry that responsibility for the rest of my life. People support me. That's why I have these fists. Okay. Blah 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 blah. All right. Pee on them. Show dominance. Yep. Sorry. Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause the recording because I got something important I gotta do. I gotta click out of the game real quick. Show dominance. Okay, 1 second over. Buying premium Borb seed. No, but check this out. Wow, it just wedges itself in the wall. That's awesome. Metal Man, what are you doing? You can't attack civilians. Metal Man, yeah, exactly. That's Mega Man misfired the metal blade. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. We're back, we're re-recording, everything's on. Don't show your face around here ever again.
If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police. Let's go to my room for now.
I watched a guy die here. Damn.
Well,
Oregon, a
I'd
fucking
like to
course.
have some tea, but I have to take these off first.
Heard Pen hoping it's something you like and helps you. Oh, you heard Pen, hope it's something you like and helps you. It's, okay, I could say what it was. It was a, it's another Digimon. I was kind of done buying them, but, they're coming out with, like, a premium line of color, USB, like, rechargeable battery ones now. And they just came out with a color version of the Pendulum, which I have a Pendulum Z2, but that's considered like a new age Pendulum. This is like a remake of the really old one, and it's got my favorite Digimon on it. It's one of the few devices that actually has my favorite Digimon on it, so I decided to order it. It's not cheap. It's a premium item, but they sell out really fast. So when they got in stock, I was like, fuck it. I got a pretty decent amount back on my taxes. I could buy an expensive digital pet. Show that video to some younger people. They said they thought of Half-Life 2. The Mons. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy it. I still have to finish. The last time I played a digital pet was an X from a year ago, and I finished it, but I never fought the hidden boss on it, which I think is Lucifermon or Lucemon or whatever it's called. I have to do that because I recorded myself playing it, and I want to finish that before I start the pen color. But I've played through every newer Digimon at least once, except for the classic color. The classic color didn't appeal to me. I really want, if you've ever seen it, the X Antibody one. It looks like a credit card with like a little LED screen, with like a little LED lights and a screen on it. Those are insanely expensive to find. So that's kind of like a white whale. New Digimon 02 films coming out in disc formats in mid-June. You know, I have to watch that. I have not watched anything past the last Try movie, which was intensely disappointing. Hey, V2. All right. Anyway, I'm really diverting from this scene here. So let's get this done. Stylish.
They're more than just fashionable. These hand wraps protect my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them. Whether my fists deal damage or not depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring.
I mean, I gave you iron knuckles. Why aren't you using those?
Make yourself comfortable.
And no, I don't mean brass knuckles. I mean actual iron knuckles.
So,
like, you've got to see what he's got equipped right now.
The reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on. I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities.
You just laid flat an entire group of people.
But after hearing what the appraiser said, I felt
Respect,
afraid.
Knuckles.
I felt anger, too. Knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless.
You could see
I
Labyrinth.
told myself I'd face things head on. But I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now?
Dude, you just beat up a bunch of people. Definitely, I don't know. Don't lose hope. Definitely.
I'd like to think so. But I did lose my way.
Don't lose your
Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head.
I bought Kill la Kill If a while ago, because it was on sale for very cheap, but apparently you cannot stream that game. If you stream the story mode in that game, you get... the anime company and Arc System Works will slam the fuck out of you. They'll choke slam you. I could stream multiplayer matches, but I don't really care about playing that game multiplayer. I get the Kill la Kill game to play the game, to get the story of the anime, not to play competitive multiplayer. It's an arena brawler too. It was fun. I've tried the demo, but I still have yet to actually play it. Maybe I'll do that on my own soon.
Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome. And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others.
I know. They can make it up to it. A little late for that. Sorry, I completely spaced out. What are we talking about? I think so, but I did lose my every time. Everyone loses confidence in themselves. Being on the verge of grasping something, grappling with fear and frustration, losing everything. It's hard to go come. It's feeling to understand. Now we push this crucial decision on you. I can only imagine how that must be. Try not to blame them. Okay. They can make it up to me.
That's fine. I know they'll come through.
These aren't social links, so nothing you pick really matters.
As someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I've faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that. I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere.
And I love you. Wow. I wish. You can see a familiar handmade craft on the desk. It's a cardboard gold model that Sonata's sister made.
Oh, that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card. We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me.
Don't run away.
You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything.
I just realized I've only done one of Koromaru's, like, side things. He's, like, still at the beginning.
For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was gonna do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach. But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me. In the end, it's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal, but this is my starting point. And it's something that I should keep with me.
Road of Champion.
You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this?
Display it.
Yeah, I think I will. I did it, Miki.
Keep working hard.
If you say so. I'll keep fighting like I'm up for a shot at the title belt. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time. I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you, so you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for. I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today. Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder. What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells. Just a minute. I'll get them ready for you. You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10. You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too.
Quietly acknowledge Sonata's determination and return to my room. Inspired by his enthusiasm. XSP increased by 3. Yeah, those bits are really fun because they flesh out the characters, but at the same time, they don't really reward you with too much. So it almost feels like it's not worth it. Almost time for the home shopping show. Exams are coming up.
It's amazing! I'm going to do it.
Today we're introducing the exam support set. The end of the year is fast approaching and exam season is here. With this set, test taking will be a breeze.
Good.
First up, we have the Victory Headband. Just wrap this around your head and you'll pass with flying colors. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But wait, there's more.
Not bad,
Well,
kid.
Excuse me, we'll throw in this mind supplement too. Guess how many? 10. All this for just 30,000 yen.
Thanks, kid.
Next time we'll be introducing a warm and toasty winter set. Don't miss it. That's it for today. We're all sold out. Sorry, folks.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next Sunday. Same time, same channel. Yeah, there's no one to do social links with now. Bye-bye. Except the old... Again, it shows that even though I've maxed that out. There's no one to actually have that social link with. It's a lot to think about, but we still have to study for our exams. Or rather, I feel like I'll go crazy if I don't.
What?
Wow, Fuka-san, you're a really serious student. I know what you mean, as much as I hate to admit it.
Yes, precisely.
That's fine. It's probably for the best. In fact, getting back into your routine might help you think more clearly when the day comes.
Oh, maybe...
You're not gonna say, why aren't you studying or something like that. Just so you know, it'd be pretty rude to interrupt a conversation like that. Besides, it's important to take breaks, too.
Precisely.
You're right. And last-minute studying won't make much of a difference anyway.
Isn't that...
Wait, is that your way of saying we're hopeless? That's not very nice, Senpai. Everyone needs a break once in a while. Would you like to join us? Wait, Senpai, it's girl time, remember?
Oh.
But what about me and Koromaru? It's okay. Dogs and grade schoolers are allowed. Well, you heard her. Sorry, but the decision has been made. Pet the dog. Yeah. He almost looks like he's smiling. He's also panting quite hard.
By the way...
Pretty rare for you to be here, Mitsuru-san.
Is that so?
Is it now? Well, I suppose it's true I've never laughed like this with all of you before. It's a pleasant change of pace. I'll join you again if the opportunity presents itself. I'll be happy to have you anytime. Right, Fuka? Of course, let's do this again. Well, maybe I will.
Is that...
God damn it. The fucking Animorphs emote. Why does Mike have that? Where did that come from? Like, what inspired that? No new recordings still.
I guess so.
Yeah, she said we should just act like everything's normal. That probably refers to keeping your emotions in check. Doesn't mean you don't have to study for exams if you normally don't. You'll be fine though, won't you? Of course.
Oh, right.
Well, that's good.
I...
Not really.
No.
I understand how you feel, but just try to focus on what's right in front of you for now. What about you? Oh, I'm good to go. Gotten into the habit of studying every day. There is context, you gotta find it. I do remember it being a discussion, though. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger, Featherman R, episode 43, Inside the Body Politic. Inside the Body Politic. The Feathermen shrink down to investigate an official's disease. On to today's news. Apathy syndrome still has no... You know... I see. Yeah, it's just that shop. Something else. Where did Kenji? Did I do Mitsuru after a previous one? No, because I went out with Akihiko. This is cheaper than using the other one, but you also can lose more money. Today's luck is you will have a little luck. You will not be significantly unlucky. It's 500 yen. Yep. So I got 400 and raised my relationship. Hey man, exams start tomorrow, huh? Guess it'll be the first time I use an exam to distract me from something else. Nope, we will not be studying. We'll use this on... Did I do one for the team manager yet? For Yuko? I mean, it doesn't... I think it accumulates no matter what, so as long as I have more points for all of them, it's fine. It's not wasted. Alright, it's big brain time. You know what that means. Exams... Second semester final exams begin today. Will last for 6 days? Ugh. Why 6? This question seems familiar. Which of the following originated in India? The number 0, imaginary number, system of linear equations, factorial. 0. I have a feeling this is the right answer. Lose a whole week on this. Ugh. This question seems familiar. When heated, the beta-amylase enzymes in sweet potatoes react to the starch present to produce which disaccharide? Sucrose, maltose, maltese. It's not maltese, it's not galactose. Is it sucrose? Or is it maltose? I think it's sucrose. Is maltose even a thing? Better check. I want to make sure I got the right stuff here. Oh, it is maltose. Okay. I was gonna get it wrong. Question seems familiar. Which Roman goddess has been theorized as the namesake for the month of April? Venus. This question seems familiar. In the Tale of Genji, who does Hikaru Genji compare to cherry blossoms? Lady Fujitsubo, Aoi no Ue, Murasaki no Ue, Onasan no Miya. These two never came up. These two, we've definitely... I don't think Aoi no Ue has come up. It's gotta be Murasaki no Ue. Because those first two never came up, and I don't remember an Aoi at any point in these conversations. Hell yeah. Process of elimination, baby. Which of the following words is not in the correct plural form? Mice, cacti, moose, geeses. Well, I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's geeses. It's just geese. I have a feeling that's the right answer. This is probably just an auto day, right? Last day of exams. Questions are just too easy. My pen won't stop moving. Finished today's exams. That was a hard test. I'm not sure how I did. Guess I'll have to wait for the scores to be posted. Dude, have you noticed around Christmas time people flirt like crazy? And the magazines are filled with sappy pictures. Isn't that overkill? Man, I wish Santa would bring me a girlfriend this year. How should I describe this? I feel like I'm climbing a mountain without a rope. Oh man, my stomach hurts. Christmas sucks, man. Beyond all those presents, there's a vicious sales war raging. I wonder if people commit suicide during Christmas. Wow, that's kind of dark. Hey, you free today? Oh, god damn it, Junpei.
Yo.
What's up? Hey, you have some time now? I'll treat you to some takoyaki.
Alright.
Let's head to Octopia. No cheeses for Russian geeses. No.
You go on ahead to the shrine. I'll grab us some takoyaki.
Why the shrine?
I want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy some takoyaki. Anyhow, I'll catch up in a sec. Got some takoyaki, and this one's for you.
Oddly generous of you.
Come on, look at these eyes. Why would you ever suspect me like that? Just messing around. To be honest, this is kind of an apology for the other day. You know, back when I blew up at you. One pack of takoyaki ain't gonna make up for it, but it's better than nothing, right?
I already forgave you. This fixes nothing. Is that all you've got? Wow. Imagine being that much of an asshole. I already forgave you.
Thanks. Still, I felt like words weren't enough for an apology. I took my anger out on you, and you totally didn't deserve that. It's 'cause I really wanted to take out my anger on someone else.
Huh?
Remember when I mentioned I was visiting someone at the hospital? And how I pissed her off, but I didn't know what I did wrong?
We know you were talking about Chidori.
I think I get it now. A while back, I was asked what I'd be doing with my life in 2 years. By Chidori. And being the insensitive dumbass I am, I said something like, hates me, for a long time. I didn't even understand how it must have felt for her to ask me that. So it's no wonder she got upset. She was facing something really scary. And there I was, acting like it was no big deal. The other day, when everyone was all calm and chatting about what Ryoji said, it put everything into perspective. When it finally hit me, I lost my shit and snapped at you. I'm really sorry about that, man. Hey, come on, eat up. Don't want cold takoyaki, do you? Woohoo, that was tasty. And it's not too bad cold either. Hey, by the way, have you decided what you're gonna do on the 31st yet?
Still thinking about it. It's a secret. Imagine saying that now.
I hear you. It's a hell of a decision to make. Look, man. Me and the others might tell you all kinds of stuff, but whatever we say, go with your own gut. You've dealt with enough as it is, you know? I've always been jealous of you. You're a special dude, and everyone's always counting on you. But at the same time, I knew you were the one making all the tough calls. You're always looking out for everyone around you. Even people like me. Sure, I was jealous, but watching you, I knew I could never be you. So, I figured maybe it's time you chose what you wanted to do for a change. Besides, forgetting everything doesn't exactly sound so bad, does it?
Do you really think that? What about Chidori?
I mean, I obviously wouldn't like that. It'd suck to forget everything. But that's just how I feel. You should follow your feelings. Whatever you choose, I won't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, that's enough serious stuff. Chats like this make my throat all dry. Or maybe it's just a takoyaki. Let's grab a drink somewhere and head back. That okay with you, Mr. Leader?
Junpei and I chatted all the way home. Look, my courage has improved after Junpei gave me words of support. Yeah, that's pointless now. I'm wasting my time. We did that just for the character flavor, because I'm a good person. Imagine trying to min-max life. Box on the counter. Victory headband, mind supplements. Funny how those don't come until after the exams.
Right.
Welcome back. After I finished my exams, I walked around town a little while. The Lost are everywhere now. Running into them is no longer just an occasional incident. Perhaps it has to do with the fall. Probably does. I haven't thought about it as much lately, but we're the only ones who could save the world. It's all up to us. Somehow.
Good to see you.
I studied extra hard this time, so I have a feeling I'll be okay. How about you? How do you think you did? Ace them. That's wonderful. I think I did pretty well too. But I skipped some questions I didn't know the answers to. I'll have to review them later.
By the way...
Exams are finally over, but I don't feel relieved at all. I'm just even more tired. It's the same way I felt after the last midterms. Thought it was going to be the last battle, but it wasn't. The more I think about it, the more miserable I feel. Children all over the world will receive presents from a jolly old man in a red suit. But one day, they'll realize that the jolly old man doesn't really exist, and they'll be sad. But that sadness will eventually lead to maturity, and then they will leave their childish toys behind. Wow, Mitsuru, that's really bleak. Christmas. What an interesting holiday. Can't get both the fall and Nyx out of my head. But studying for the exams helped me take my mind off matters for a little while.
Oh!
How did you do on your finals? Good. Wow, impressive. Can't believe you're scoring top marks despite everything going on. That's our leader for you. Okay.
Well...
I mean, considering the circumstances we're in, I think you did the best you could. Pretty bad. Well, I think you should give yourself a pass. You did what you could while in a hard situation, so please don't be so hard on yourself. Dude, I think I bombed the exams, but how could I concentrate when the world's gonna end?
By the way...
It's about time for the Christmas mood to start setting in. Try to have some fun, okay? After all, we don't know if we'll even live to see you next Christmas. Nothing but sun on today's weather map for the rest of the week. For everyone who was looking forward to a white Christmas, too bad. Now back to the studio. Welcome to Hyper Action News, bringing you all the day's news and more news besides. Hyper Action News. Seems to want to go for a walk. Someone else can do it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go.
Oh, hey. Fancy seeing you here again.
I just got back from banging my teacher.
You're surprisingly diligent taking care of that little guy. I mean, I keep telling them that we're just childhood friends, but they won't stop prying about it. Oh, looks like he's back. Guess I'll start heading home then. See you later.
See you later. Coromaro return to the door. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me.
Huh? Oh, come in.
You almost never get White Christmas. Me neither. Snow is not super common here. It's just annoying when it happens.
You don't stop by very often, Senpai. Is something wrong?
No, not particularly. Is this a bad time?
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Why is she doing that to people?
Hey, are you teasing me?
Nah, I'd never.
Sure.
I wonder what this Nyx is like. Do you think it's inside Tartarus?
I have no idea.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, right, Senpai?
You got me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to read.
I've made my decision as well. The Kirijo group is slowly regaining its footing. After I graduate, the plan is for me to eventually take over as leader. Turning back was never really an option for me.
But what if you die?
If we can defeat Nyx and I die in the process, then the company will continue on without me. And I'm confident they'd carry on my wishes.
But from what we've heard, Nyx can't be defeated. Though I kinda wonder about that. We've got someone on our team who seems pretty unkillable too.
That's true. And he's an exceptional persona user, even if death was empowering him from within.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He certainly is.
I wonder if he's dating anyone.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, I don't think it matters if we live or die. All that really matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I know I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Is this about honoring your father's legacy?
Yeah, that's part of it. But mostly, it's about me and how I feel.
I understand.
Senpai, a while back, you asked me to face what comes next with you. You didn't forget, did you?
I could never forget. We'll fight together, Yukari.
Good.
No school today. Almost time for the home shopping show.
It's amazing!
Fuka bursts in. Girls, what do I get a blue-haired... What do I get a blue... How do I get a blue-haired emo boyfriend? I mean, she already has me.
I'm going to do it.
Today we're introducing the warm and toasty winter set. With the temperatures dropping drastically this month, a nasty cold is the last thing you want to catch.
Good, good.
First up, we have the pink duffel coat. Put this on and you'll survive even the North Pole. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But wait, there's more.
Not bad,
We'll throw in this
kid.
Lux Shiruko can too. Guess how many? 3. All this for just 49,800 yen.
Thanks, kid.
Next time, we'll be introducing a New Year's Gemstone campaign. Don't miss it.
Bye-bye.
Every time. Bye-bye.
By the way,
Those Strega dumbasses haven't made a move yet, huh? Better hurry up and show their faces. Don't know what they're up to, but I'm gonna crush them either way. I'm with you there. I'm not gonna let them get away after what they did to Shinji and Chidori. It's like Koromaru's on board too, aren't you, bud?
Hey there.
I wonder what Mochizuki's doing right now. Maybe he's cursing fate. Why does he even care about life on Earth? I don't really want to think about it. No matter what we do, we can't stop it from happening. It's just not fair. Wish I could just forget about it too. But the promised day will eventually come. There's no escaping it. Koromaru seems more determined than usual. I think my plants will be ready tomorrow. The next episode of Phoenix Ranger, Featherman R. Episode 44, Demon Robot Tonica. Danger, Featherman R. On to today's news. Apathy Syndrome still hasn't...
By the way...
Oh, it's almost Christmas. Hawkun, what do you think the real meaning of Christmas is? Consumerism. Joy to the world, peace on earth.
Well,
I guess from a business perspective that's true, but still, it's kind of sad. I believe that Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's faces. So let's be happy, too. It's Christmas. It's the season of good cheer, so let's try to enjoy ourselves.
By the way...
It's almost Christmas, isn't it? It's like I was sleepwalking. So much going on, I almost forgot all about Christmas. There's some drive to clean the stations up, but I don't think it's working here. Trash all over, bicycles scattered on the floor, but I'm not complaining, I like it this way. My teacher's so boring. I don't really dislike him, he's just annoying. We're 6th graders, we're almost out of elementary school. Wish I had another teacher. Been complaining about him since day 1.
Welcome. Take your time.
Simple herb sprout. Changes qualities based on how it's cared for. 13 days until fully grown.
Please, come again.
Victory Headband resists ailments, helps stave off maladies of the mind, such as fear and temptation. A nutritious mandarin cures all ailments besides KO for all allies. Oh. Full restores HP to all allies. An apple that sparkles like the rainbow. I don't know who to think of today. Apparently these points don't carry over from rank to rank, so... Oh, hello.
Yeah.
It's not like me to just give up. No matter what the outcome is, I want to know that I fought for my future. That's what I've decided.
I suppose.
I have no choice but to go on. The answer was right in front of me this entire time. If I don't make it, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. We're like really losing a lot of days here. Emperor's birthday, there's no school that day. Ending ceremony. Oh. Does that mean that we... Yeah, there's probably no school. For like 2 weeks. Uh-oh. That means I better get those social links, like, plowed out. rather over-pray than under-pray. That way, at the very least, I can guarantee that the next time I talk to them, I'll get a rank up. Otherwise, because there's nothing else to do at night. Hey, exam results are up. Cool, time to go big brain. I scored the highest in my grade. Was there any doubt? Everyone's looking at me with respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-K. Respect. Come to think of it, Mitsuru promised to give me a gift if I scored well. I'll talk to Mitsuru when I see her. Lunchtime's almost over. I should get back to class. More shame, yep.
Alright, class is starting.
We're a little ahead of schedule, so let's do some review. What was that noise? Did something break? I think it's fine. Won't give partial credit if you write right-hand rule, got it? Okay, moving on. Wait, what? When you see electromagnetism, Lorentz force and Fleming's left-hand rule should come to mind right away. Feeling sleepy. Eepy? Nah, we're gonna stay awake.
What's up?
Sorry, what was that again? Law of happiness without hard work. You really think I'll give you credit for calling some goofy wish a law? I'm clearing the blackboard now. Hurry up and write. I think I'm okay. Doesn't seem like anything disconnected. Mouse is still working. Keyboard's still working. Oh, looks like we're finally done with exams. We made it to the end. I hope we both did well. Are you heading home for the day? Do you have plans? If not, maybe we could go together.
No.
Oh, then... would you like to come to my room? I mean, if you want to, is that okay?
Oh, sorry if my room smells like food. It's because I taste test my cooking in here every once in a while. I don't really know how my room smells anymore because I'm so used to it. Did you know that out of our 5 senses, smell is the one that adapts the fastest, so, Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Are you nervous? You seem like your usual self.
Really? Well, I guess it is important to be yourself. Thank you. Do you remember how I said I don't feel like I have the strength to believe in the future? Well, being with you has taught me why. I think it's because I never finish anything I start. People who've never known happiness probably can't imagine themselves being happy in the future either. And that's how I was. I always used to quit before I could find out what good might come from something. I never had a future to look forward to. But I finally realized how I really feel. And so, I felt like I needed to tell you. Or rather, I wanted to tell you, no matter how it might change things between us. You know, I think I have what it takes to change. Slowly, but surely. As long as I have you, I don't think I'll lose my way.
There's that phrase again. I'm always here for you.
I know. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something I wanted to give you. Here it is. Since you're always listening to music, I thought you might like these. And I think you were a fan of this design, so I tried to match it.
Fuka's headphones.
This is from my heart. Remember how I told you that I was pretty good with machines? Well, I wanted you to see that side of me instead of my cooking side. I just want you to know everything about me.
Replace the old headphones with the ones Fuka gave me. The sound quality is unbelievably clear. Her technical skills are next level.
So, what do you think?
Your skills are impressive. I love them.
Really? Oh, I'm so happy. Whenever you listen to them, it'll be like I'm there with you, no matter where we might be.
Fuka is gazing intently at me. A strong bond with Fuka.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the High Priestess Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the High Priestess within thyself.
You can now fuse Skathak, the instructor.
Oh, sorry. I was having so much fun. I didn't mean to keep you for so long. I didn't realize it was so late. Oh. We still have time, right?
We're in the dorm.
Just a little longer. Please, stay with me.
Spent a long time with Fuka. As someone who is working with soldering cables and audio equipment at college right now, she is stupid smart. Yeah. She's incredibly smart. Holy shit, let's fucking go, yeah.
Oh.
There you are. Today's December 21st. Just 10 days until New Year's Eve. But for some reason, I'm not actually scared at all. Skahak. Sounds like a gagging sound almost. Maybe I shouldn't say it all, but I think I'm okay now. I'm gonna fight. Whether we'd win or lose, I don't know, but I want to know that I did everything I could. Come to think of it, the crops I planted should be ready by now.
Oh yeah!
Christmas is almost here. You excited for it?
Hell yeah!
Cool. Let's enjoy Christmas.
Oh yeah!
Well, not really.
Oh there!
Come on, don't give up just yet. This might be our last one. Gotta enjoy it while it lasts, dude.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about something. When our exams are done, I can't stop thinking about the decision we have to make. This is even harder than studying for exams. The exam results are out, so that's one less thing for us to worry about. Now, what should I do for Christmas? Rich channel showing news related to apathy syndrome. Alright, Crimbo KFC. 23rd for this, right? Get those the mashed potato and gravy. Yum. Alright, simple herb sprout. We harvested on 1-3. Brown. Who could come with us tonight? You know what? Perfect.
Koro-chan's as happy as ever. No matter how cold it is, we'll be right here. So go play all you want, okay? A shrine may be an odd place to bring something like this up, but do you have any plans for Christmas? Assuming you're free, of course. I have some preparations to make, so, Oh, welcome back! What's that in your mouth, Koro-chan?
Power incense. No!
I wonder where he keeps finding all this.
It's crazy how Christmas fried chicken was almost entirely manufactured tradition in Japan. Yeah.
Oh no,
Christmas is a consumerism holiday over there. That's why I said that.
I guess we should take a bath together again. Let's head back.
Can I join you in the bath? I don't think of it. Where are the showers in this dorm? More humans.
Good Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue.
I think that's
Goodbye now.
Yeah, I think there's only this and then the last group next month. So we can go whenever we're ready now. Though Aigis still isn't here, which is kind of upsetting.
Well then.
It's chilly today. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai. Miss Onu, she left early today, so I'll be filling in for her. I think today we'll learn about near-death experiences. I think their Christmas cake is pretty nice, depending on the preference of fruitcake. Yeah. There's no real reason for it. They've just been on my mind lately. Now, a near-death experience is defined as something an individual undergoes just before death. Is it true? Is it true insight into the afterlife, or simply a trick of the brain? Opinions vary, but it's clearly true that near-death experiences have been a hotly debated topic for some time. There are actually a few surviving records of ancient near-death experiences. According to the writings of Plato, a resuscitated soldier experienced the afterlife as a spirit. A similar incident was reported in Japan by ethnologist Kunio Yanagita in the Tono Monogatari. Psychologist Carl Jung wrote that, in his own near-death experience, he saw a vision of the world from afar. Sure, you've heard your own stories, whether by famous or ordinary individuals. I have a few first-hand reports with me today. Let me read you some of them. It was as if my soul was detached from my body. I met a friend who had already passed away. I saw my whole life flashing before my eyes. I saw the most brilliant light. I was bathed in pure light. My body was brimming with happiness. This feeling of pure joy is also known as euphoria. At any rate, these kinds of reports are typical for the experience. Some people have actually attempted to make direct recordings of near-death experiences. Researcher Kenneth Ring has tried to quantify near-death experiences with a weighted core experience index. Modern efforts to lead a new theory of near-death experiences, which goes like so. And if an individual's dying yet denies the fact, they'll eventually come to realize that death is a reality they must accept and become upset. As a result, they'll do anything they'll try to do anything they can to extend their life. But the futility of this leads to depression. In the end, they accept their fate. Although we may initially deny death, we'll accept it in the end. That's just how we humans are. Is everyone listening? It's not every day that you hear a lesson like this. How about a test to see if you were paying attention? Get it wrong and your memories of life at school will disappear. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai. Who should I pick? I choose thee, Macaw. What do we call the feeling of joy that comes from a near-death experience? Utopia? Yugoslavia. That's a good answer. Euphoria.
Correct.
Good work. That's correct. You'll have a happy school life. Some people say a near-death experience awakens one's higher conscious. Whether or not that's true, there's an observably lower fear of death found in those who have endured one. Perhaps this is because near-death experiences are surprisingly free of pain and suffering. But this is not to say I'd want any of you to seek one out. Use the time you have here wisely, okay? Well, that's all for today. Class is dismissed. Doesn't Japanese strawberries taste different compared to what we see in the US? I mean, I wouldn't doubt that if that's true. Wouldn't doubt that for a second. What's everyone's social links looking like? And Kenji's obviously the lowest. Oh, Yukari's even lower. Oh god! I got 2 people that are only at rank 3. Team manager's at rank... Oh god, none of these people are that good. Mitsuru is like the closest to maxing out here. Mitsuru and the track team.
Oh.
I saw your exam results. Good work. It's admirable how you continue to excel in school, fighting arduous battle after battle.
Excellent.
I got you a gift to acknowledge all your hard work. Here, take it. Master Incense. Also got this Phoenix Charm. Raises all stats for persona. Raises all persona stats by 1. Can be used on an ally's persona. Nice. Charm that restores all HP upon 1 death once per battle.
Hello.
Must be relieved that exams are over. Good work. I think we can afford to relax a little bit now. Are you leaving already? If you don't have any plans, I'd like to stop somewhere before heading back.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm grateful, but you always make time for me. Still, I'm not sure if I should order the same thing as last time or try something completely new.
I think I've acquired a taste for fast food. Just the other day, I had the urge to ride my motorcycle out at night to buy some. It's your fault that I'm having these temptations now, you know.
You're welcome.
Do you remember when I told you I was hesitant to meet up with you like this? I'd like it if you could forget I ever said that. We both sleep under the same roof. There's no point in stressing over it. And besides, I just need to steel my resolve.
Welcome to the club. Yeah.
Say, I have just one favor to ask. Could you continue to show me new places like this? Just until graduation. I'd like to see more of this world that I've been so blind to. Or is that too selfish a request?
I don't mind at all.
Thank you. Let's make some wonderful memories with what little time we have left. You've taught me so many new things. Whether you're taking command in battle or just talking with me like this. As long as I have these memories of you, I'll be all right. Or so I hope.
I could sense Mitsuru's resolve. Our relationship has grown. Getting to that crucial point.
Now then, the day is still young. You promised me your time. I'd like you to make good on that now.
I hung out with Mitsuru until it was time to return to the dorm. My package. Pink duffel coat, Lux Shuriko can.
Welcome back.
What's up, dude? Yeah.
I suppose.
I have no choice but to go on. The answer was right in front of me the entire time. If I don't make it, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. Didn't you just say that before?
Really?
Oh, there's no school tomorrow, huh? Am I doing anything? What about you? Same here.
Not bad.
Is that right? It's nice to just relax once in a while, huh? Make sure you spend the time wisely. Totally up to you how you do it. Just try to make it worthwhile.
Say.
I'd like to go check on the rooftop planter stay if possible. Do you have some time right now? Quality, Fuka might gain a new ability soon. Hell yeah, we're gonna do it, but not right this second. On today's news, we have another case of missing people. Service worker Yumiko Sasamaki, 28, and office worker Nobuko Fukuchi, 26, have been reported missing one after the other. Police are searching for leads and ask the public for assistance. We must rescue them. When do we have to do that? 12:30. Okay, yeah, day before the full moon. Figured. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I've seen all of them. There's probably no more. Maybe there'll be might be one more later. Let's do it. I need people to tend to these flowers. Plants.
This looks good. Just to be safe, we should adjust the amount of fertilizer and make sure they get enough sun. They look like they're growing fine now. What a relief.
It's all thanks to you, Fuka.
Oh, I only lent a helping hand. I'm sure tending them is important. But it's all thanks to the plants themselves for being so strong. You know, after I treated the plants when they were sick, I kept coming back here to check on them. I noticed that the spots where we had cut off the leaves were already sprouting new ones. And in just a little while, they were healthy and green all over again. Maybe I'm making a big deal of this, but it made me realize that life is actually quite amazing. It didn't matter that they had been weakened or had damaged parts. Just giving them a little support was enough for them to show how strong they really are.
We could learn from this.
Yes, it really gave me hope. I think in a lot of ways, we're just like them. I'm not sure how to say it, but I hope I can be as resilient as these plants are.
Fuka's looking tenderly at the plants we've grown together. Weakness Mitigator greatly reduces damage taken when an ally's weakness is struck. Cool.
I think I'll check on the plants one more time, just to show my appreciation. Maybe if I keep thanking them, they'll grow even healthier.
She's maxed out now. There's nothing else I could do for her except raise her SP more.
Alright. That should do it. Shall we head back down?
Okay, now I just need Junpei to do his other two. This girl's like you, for real, for real.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is where you want to be?
Well, I was planning on visiting her, but when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Beats me. It doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
Hoo yeah.
All right.
Today's the Emperor's birthday. There's no school. But there's nothing good on.
Let's see.
Don't think of this as our last Christmas. Simply think of this as this year's simply think of it as this year's Christmas and enjoy it. Christmas Eve tomorrow. Many Christmas trees all over town will shine through the night. Oh, I could put another lukewarm taiyaki in there. Alright, well I just did a thing with Mitsuru, so let's raise her rank again. Luck, 500 yen.
Oh, welcome back.
There are 8 more days until New Year's Eve. Do you know what you'll decide yet? Well, I do. I'm going to fight. I was thinking about it a lot, but then I realized there wasn't much to think about. I mean, I can't tell my mom and Aragaki-san that we failed, so that's that.
Let's see. Let's see.
No, I want to talk to you,
By the way,
The other day, I was flipping through a magazine when I saw this poll. It's about how much money people want their partners to spend on their Christmas presents. Usually interested in that kind of thing, but not right now. This stuff like money and presents doesn't feel like it matters a whole lot anymore, huh?
I think...
It's comforting knowing there's someone watching over me, so I can't give up. I'll do whatever it takes to get as far as I can. I'm about to run out of my protein-packed food stock. Darn busy. Want to help me make more? Well, no, because you're not going to learn anything.
I see.
You're done, dude. Protein. Protein. Ari could come with us tonight. Sure, why not?
Horo-chan always looks so happy when we're on break. Maybe it's because everyone's all together. Go run to your heart's content. It's almost Christmas, isn't it? I usually do a holiday party every year with my club members. But to be honest, I don't know if I'd be in the mood for something like that this year. Guess I shouldn't be such a downer though, huh? Well, there you are. And you've got something again, don't you? Is that an early Christmas present for us?
Should really sit down and play Persona 3. It is a good game. This version is very good too.
Your nose is all dirty.
And it's already going on sale places, which is really nice. I would say that... Oh, you have a PS2 copy of Fess. I do think that Fess is the... right now, Fess is probably still the definitive way to play it, but... this game is getting the Fess, like, extra mode later on. I think it's worth getting this version of the game at a discount if you could find it. because I've already seen places selling it for like $40 as opposed to 70. The issue with Fess and any of the older versions of Persona 3 is there's a lot of bullshit that makes it not as fun, which they have gradually fixed over the years. This is without a doubt probably the most fun Persona game to actually play at this point. Like every game that comes out just a little better.
Come here. Let's get you cleaned up before we go home.
But I mean, you can't really go wrong with Fess on PS2. That's like the second best version of the game compared to this.
Wow!
Today's December 24th, Christmas Eve, an important day in Europe and America. Although unlike in Japan, December 25th, Christmas Day, is even more important. Do you all know why we celebrate the holiday in the first place? In Japan, Christmas Eve is just a day for couples to spend time together and give gifts. Feeling sleepy. Nope, we're staying up for this.
So that's why...
And then, beneath the largest, most beautiful fir, we made a vow to love each other, unconditionally, forever and ever. The twinkling lights from the trees danced upon our faces as we gazed into each other's eyes. So romantic. Teachers really like talking about their spouses a lot. Lunchtime. Got a text message. I've been thinking, I'd really love to spend Christmas together with you. How about you? I'll be waiting for your reply. Should I spend time with Fuka? Spend time alone? Spend time with Fuka? Well, obviously we're gonna spend time with Fuka. My plans for Christmas have been set. I'm not gonna be able to I'm not 100%ing this game.
Are you ready to go? Sorry if it sounds like I'm rushing you. I'm just nervous because I'm not used to stuff like this. But really, it doesn't matter to me where we go, as long as we're together.
I decided to spend Christmas Eve with Fuka. Wow, that's really nice looking. There's some big sun that says Christmas.
Look at all the decorations, and they're so elaborate too.
It is your birthday.
Oh, over there! Those trees are made entirely of lights.
I already played a bit of P3, but I never got far in around because they're bad at video games, but the soundtrack left a big impact on you. Yeah, I remember you telling me how much you enjoy Persona 3's soundtrack. Hearing the redone versions of the music here makes you sappy. Most of these versions are pretty good. There's a couple songs that don't really stack up to the original. But here's the thing, like, if you're bad at video games, I'll say that you should wait and see if you could get a cheap copy of this, because this version has a lot of stuff that'll make it a lot easier to play. Also, but that being said, I make it look very easy because I've also played this game before and I know kind of like a general route of what to do when you play through it to kind of like min-max your time. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that on your first playthrough of a game like this.
You're so beautiful.
They sure are. So what's next? Yeah, they sure. Sure.
It's a bit chilly, but I'm really glad we came. It's just such a wonderful night, isn't it? Should we go inside? It's getting a little cold out here. I don't want you to catch a cold.
I mean, we're technically indoors, but I'm guessing this is a big open area, so talk to Fuka for a long time.
I'm having such a good time today.
Look at the meditating dude. He's like throwing up. His chakras are going up his stomach and filling his brain with bile. I wish I could be as centered as that dude. So my butthole chakra is flowing all the way to my brain.
It's like a dream.
The poop
I've
chakra,
come
yeah,
through here
exactly.
so many times before, but today it feels special. Oh, that's right. These are for you. I was thinking of you when I made them.
Fuka's cookie? Oh man, is that like Yoshi's cookie?
I was originally planning to bake a cake in the spirit of Christmas, but I'm not that good at baking yet, and I didn't want it to taste bad. But I think you'll really like these.
Should I gift something? Do I have anything? I do! Might please someone. Japanese doll, her hair really grows. Perfume. No, that's obviously not for her. She does raise a lot of plants.
You have a present for me? Oh my goodness! Thank you! Oh, you know me so well. That makes me so happy.
Ah, Luca seems thrilled with the present.
So, New Year's Eve is just around the corner. If I were still my old self, I wouldn't have wanted to think about that. Especially on a day like this. But I'm a lot different now. Now, I know that time is precious, and I don't want to give up on the future. Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you for today. Having you with me on this special day, I couldn't be happier.
I shared a tender moment with Fuka.
It's almost midnight. Oh, but I guess we're not going to Tartarus tonight, huh? Yurijo-senpai said she didn't think everyone would be back in time. I'm not boring you, am I? I know this is a special night you're choosing to spend with me. Oh, sorry. Was that rude? I don't know what I'm saying. This is the first time I've ever done this for Christmas, so I think I'm just nervous. But really, I'm so happy to spend this night with you. I'll never forget it. Thank you for everything. Honestly, I feel like I rely on you so much. And not just because you're a leader. I mean for me, personally, because I love... I mean, sorry about that. So, what should we do after this? We still have some time left.
I spent time with Fuka until night fell. It was midnight already. Track practice. Yo. Chrysler. What? Jesus Chrysler, yeah. Mitsuru's not here today. Mary Chrysler, yeah. That's Nessie's handle. It's still her handle on on Twitter.
Oh.
I was just thinking, I hope we could be in the same class next year. I know it sounds silly, but I really like to see you every day. I don't think my feelings will ever change. I will always be by your side. I feel an unbreakable bond with Fuka. It doesn't seem that our relationship can get any closer.
Bye!
I'll see you back at the dorm. I'll be back before it gets too late. They still go to school on Crimbo? Yeah, well, Christmas is not Christmas is not really a holiday. Like, it's not a national holiday in Japan. I mean, when you see how many other holidays they get off for the Emperor's birthday. They get off from the day after Christmas until 2 weeks later. Like, look at this. They're off from the 27th until the 8th. Coming of Age Day, Labor Thanksgiving Day, Culture Day, Health and Sports Day, Autumnal Equinox National Holiday, Respect for the Age Day. They get all of August off, some of September, or some of July, Marine Day. Yeah, again, the Japanese school system, like, it sounds a lot worse than it actually is, because it's like, oh, they only get 1 month off for summer break, but it's like, they get so many other vacations over the year. They get, in Japan, so in Japan, the school year starts in March, or in April. They get, well, you can't see it here, but they get, like, look how much time in March they get off. They get, like, 2 whole weeks, and then they get weeks elsewhere. I don't know. Essentially, they get like a month, a little over a month for summer break, and then they get a couple weeks here and there the rest of the year. It equals out to about the same amount of time that you would get off in America. The only difference is that they have school on Saturdays as well. Usually they're shortened though. They don't really portray it that well in the game, but it's typical for Saturday school to be, I think, like a shorter session than the rest of the week. That's usually when cram school takes place. Again, I don't know all the specifics, so don't quote me on anything that I'm saying here. Okay, well, I gotta bro out one of the people here. It's torture. It's also only 3 years. Japanese high school, you only go there for 3 years rather than 4. Alright, well, Kenji is only at rank 4, and he's only at rank... you know what? We gotta do Kenji. We've been putting him off way too long.
Yep.
Hey, you wanna know the secret to a happy relationship with the girl you like? Normally you just hang out, chat, and get to know each other better, right? But you gotta watch what you say. If you step in a landmine, we'll all go up in smoke. We also just do 3, really? So is it like you go up to 8th grade in primary school, and then you do 3 years of high school and you're out at like 17? Or does it go like you're in primary school until you're like 15? And then you're out at 18. That's usually how high school is done. 6 in primary. When do you finish high school? Like, what age? 3 in secondary. Oh, okay, 3 in prep. Alright, 3 in secondary. The college. In America, it's, yeah, like, again, I don't really know the specifics. I only know that it's 3 years and that there's different time off. In America, the way it works is that you generally go to 3 years of school before primary. Nursery, preschool, kindergarten. Or, pre-K and then kindergarten. Then you go 1st through 8th grade. Then you go to high school, and it's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And then you go off to college. And usually colleges are 4 to 6 years, depending on what you're going for. And then grad school, if you're going for something more advanced. It usually works out so that when you finish high school, you're 18 or turning 18. That was the case for me. I finished high school, like, my birthday is like usually the week after school ends here. So I turned 18 like right after high school ended. Either way, high school is usually the worst time for several reasons, partly of which is out of our control. Oh, absolutely. High school sucks. Anyway, I completely ignored what Kenji was saying here, because he's talking about hitting on his teacher. If she does walk out on you, what should you do? You just gotta get on your hands and knees and beg for forgiveness, even if it takes days. Not that I ever have to worry about that. Nobody knows Emery better than me. And that reminds me, exams are finally over, huh? Man, I studied my ass off for Emery. Having a girlfriend sure is a big motivator, huh? By the way, you're heading out, right? God damn, dude. Just finish talking. Perfect. In that case, let's go to Wild Duck. A lot I want to talk about today.
Yeah, Emery is... Oh, that's Miss Kano's first name. Anyway, Emery's really popular with the guys. And I kind of took her away from them, you know? Like, she became my girl before they even had a chance. Turns out Emery's a really strict teacher when it comes to grades. At home, though, she's a real sweetheart. I love how her attitude changes when she's with me. Yeah, good-looking people just flock together, you know? It's like a law of attraction.
Is that so? Good looking, huh? Okay.
I know, right? It's like we're actually in a TV show. Anyway, what about you? Make any progress with Takeba-san?
What? No, I'm dating Fuka.
Guilty hogging all the happiness, so I'm gonna wish for you to be happy too. And hey, don't tell anyone about me and Emery, okay? Because teachers aren't allowed to date students.
Yeah, it's
I only
illegal.
told you because I trust you.
Tomochika really trusts me. I feel like our relationship is stronger, unfortunately. It's funny because of how nostalgic we get about high school, even in games like this one where it's romanticized, till we realize it's because of reasons outside school, not school itself. Yeah, I mean, it could be both.
Shoot, look at the time. I'm way behind on my
It's
favorite
people.
show.
People
Well,
are the
I guess
problem.
that's because real life is way better than any show right now.
I don't think Tomochika's ever going to stop talking. Ended the conversation in a good spot and went home. Hormones, don't forget hormones, exactly. Kurismasu.
I see you're back.
So today's December 25th. All this talk about death and faith. What a depressing Christmas. Christmas will be better next year. That's right, I said it. Next year. We're not going to let the world end.
Let me think.
It's gonna be winter vacation soon. Decide what you're gonna tell him yet? Wait, don't tell me now. I want to hear it when the day comes. There's only 1 week left. I'm sure this will both be the longest and shortest week of our lives. I wonder how Ryoji-kun spent his Christmas. Did he try to chat up some girls and have fun? Or did he spend it alone, crying like the last time we saw him? He might have cried.
I think...
Can't believe we're considered killed. We have to stand firm. Bet he had fun. Yeah, I hope you're right. Well, don't look someone look like the cat got the cream. When I heard you got home late last night, too. I gotta flaunt it, man. I'm so jealous. About half the students were absent from closing ceremony after the second term due to apathy syndrome. Dear Macaw-san, Merry Christmas from Amada. If you'd like, please take some of this chocolate, too. Someone from the shrine gave these to Koromaru, but since dogs can't eat chocolate, it seemed like Koromaru wanted you to have them, so here you go. I took one for myself, too. I'll gladly accept it. Yaba chocolate and chilled taiyaki. There's a notice inside the fridge. Next fridge clearance date, 1/9. Okay. So it's gonna be a while. Thinking about putting some food together. You got some time on your hands. Do you want to cook with me? Doesn't seem like Yukari will gain any more. Okay, no, we're done with her. We need to finish Mitsuru for the cooking, and we need to finish Junpei for the planters, and then we're done with everyone's secondary characteristic. I know you're a busy person, but do you have some time to spare? I'll be waiting on the 4th floor of the dorm. Oh my god, I gotta drop a fat one real quick. I can feel my mind starting to wander as I wash my hands. Someone is trapped inside Tartarus. I need to hurry and rescue them soon. Yeah, we got 5 days for that. Did you see my message? I have a request for you. Seems like he has some business with me. Should I spend the evening with the Mata? Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's head to the roof first.
Sorry for making you come all the way up here.
What's your request?
Well... would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now. It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it. I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then. I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai. Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you.
If you insist.
Thank you for this. Now then, please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here. You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai. I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you.
It was a wiffle bat, but yeah, that did look like the Kingdom Hearts 2 struggle weapon. Man, I would love to stream Kingdom Hearts at some point. I only tried 3 back in the day, and I gave up on it halfway through. If I knew I had unlimited time to stream, I would absolutely do a Kingdom Hearts series playthrough. Are you satisfied? Are you hurt?
I'm alright, but I am glad I decided to use toy weapons. I don't know what decision you'll make in the end, but as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime?
Anytime. I don't know yet. You're 10 years too early. Anytime.
Thank you. I'll get closer to beating you. Just wait. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm.
How much Kingdom Hearts have I played? I've played 1. I have played Chain of Memories, both stories, GBA version. I've played 2. I've played Birth by Sleep, original version. Again, I haven't played the enhanced versions of any of these games. I played Birth by Sleep. I played Dream Drop Distance. I've played Recoded. I played about half of maybe a little less than half of 3. I got up to the Frozen World in 3 and I stopped. I have Melody of Memory. I've not played it yet. And I have played a year worth of the first mobile phone game when it came out. Like, I was following that game for like the first entire year it was out. And then I read a story synopsis of the remaining part. So I have played a good majority of the series. I just never finished 3. I never did 3's DLC. Never done any final mixes. And I haven't played more than like a couple minutes of Melody of Memory because I know the story in that is tied to the end of 3. So I don't want to spoil it for myself, but at some point I will. Before Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, I will finish 3 and Melody of Memory. But I would like to stream the older games too, because those games are so fun. I would like to play Chain of Memories. You never played any of the final mixes? No. I have only played the original versions of the games. I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on PS2. I've played Chain of Memories on GBA. I've played Recoded on DS, which isn't technically the original version of that, because Coded was on mobile phones. I've played Birth by Sleep on the PSP. I've played Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS. Oh, and I forgot 358 over 2 days. I played that too, when that first came out on the DS. The thing is, I don't want to play like the modern... I don't want to do the modern versions of them, because they're just cutscenes for 3 of those games. Actually, wait, is Dream Drop Distance just cutscenes in the newer versions, or is that actually, like, the game? Because I know Recoded and 358 over 2 days are just cutscenes in the newer versions, rather than the actual game. Dream Drop Distance is a proper port. Okay, so it's just Recoded, and it's just the 2 DS games that I would have to actually play, versus in old style, versus the new style. Last I found out, the game manual for the original KH1, which you own, has a section entirely dedicated to lyrics to simple and clean. I think our copy is used, so I would have to see if we have that. I think it should be in my brother's room somewhere. Cool. Oh, I've never played Fragmentary Passage either, with 0.2. I would like to do that as well. A lot of little chunks of the story that I've missed. Anyway, good to take a break from Persona to talk about another long-ass series.
Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward. I used to think I didn't have a place to call home, but I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward.
Oh, you just finished point 2 today, nice.
I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying, and that means I need to do my best too. I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me. I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget. Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute.
Hey Ken, it's me, Hamburger. I can talk now. I have a persona. After chatting with Amada in his room, I headed back to mine. I was inspired by how honest Amada was with his feelings. Max SP increased by 3. It's me, Hamburger. Today's the last day of the second semester. I grab you like a small potato. So much happened this semester. Anyway, I better get to school.
Morning!
It's cold today, but at least winter vacation starts tomorrow. What are you gonna do with your New Year's allowance?
No way.
I didn't get mine yet, but I want to buy a grab bag. I'm aiming for one with a purse.
Yep.
Oh, me too. Hey, do you want to start waiting in line today? We could bring a kotatsu. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up?
Winter break starts tomorrow, though I'm sure most of you are just going to sleep in on New Year's instead of actually doing anything. You should start the year by doing more for your parents, and don't pass out in your kotatsu staying up late, okay? I would love to get a kotatsu. My friend actually has one in her apartment, and it's apparently very, very relaxing. Speaking of kotatsu, I'm reminded of a passage from a famous novel, The Shutters of the East Window. Oh wait, that was a futon.
What even?
Alright, that's enough out of you smart mouths. A futon is practically the same thing as a kotatsu. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Look, all my point was, if you're not careful when you sleep in a kotatsu, you could get burned, okay? Now that's the end of it. Alright, this is my last social link raise until school reconvenes. Winter break begins tomorrow.
Nah.
I should just get to enjoy winter break after the roughest semester of my life. But instead we gotta make a frickin' impossible decision. This sucks. All those people who hooked up during Christmas are just fooling themselves. Their relationships won't last, man. They treat each other like accessories. Man, I'm glad I didn't hook up with anyone around them.
Hey there.
Are you walking back by yourself? I'll come with you. Yeah, I mean, you're cool, but, I mean, Mitsuru exists. What are your plans for today? If you aren't busy, I'm hoping you join me to see another movie. Fantastic. There's no one I'd rather go with than you. Ahem. Never mind me. Let's get going.
I'd been interested in seeing that film for a while now.
The Shin Megami Tensei poster?
It was a fascinating watch. While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful. When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me. And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision.
Another Stand By Me reference? Who knows?
Have you ever thought of running away to a place like that? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are?
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That way too sometimes.
I don't know either.
I'm
Just
not saying
moob.
I wish to leave everything behind. It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name. I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now.
Vent all you want. This isn't like you. You can do either.
That's very kind of you. The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into.
Mitsuru seems to trust me. I feel like our relationship has grown.
While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested in someone right now. I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings. Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario.
That's up to you.
Up to me.
Ah, there you are. Hey, Mitsuru! I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been. Come on, let's go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you?
Douchebag.
Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me. Why the long face? You're supposed to be my fiancé, you know. Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement. If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience. Why must you and your family always be so difficult?
Kick him in the
Well,
balls.
at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief.
The fuck?
I imagine you feel the same.
How dare you say that?
Calm down, Mitsuru. Don't insult her father.
Thank you.
Who the hell are you? This is none of your business. Get lost. Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. And the Kirijo group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason. Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that. Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me.
Sure about this? Don't give in.
It's all right. I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up. By the way, you, who do you think you are, worming your way into her favor? You ought to know your place in society. A commoner like you isn't even fit to breathe the same air. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
I said that's enough! I won't let you insult him!
What? Why are you getting so angry?
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me!
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
Every day of the week.
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all.
Your dick is tiny.
He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times.
Damn, she's breaking out the serious portrait. She's locking in.
I want to be with him. Now. And forever.
You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say? You're supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you.
Weasel.
As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with. Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
The group. The Kirijo group.
Grandpa! Grandpa!
Oh my god, you look like a pansy from the front.
I
decided to return to the dorm, wow. The worst part is we're not going to get another chance to progress that social link until winter break's over. Second term is over, and only 5 days remain until New Year's Eve. Are you okay, Mitsuru? To be completely honest, I'm still nervous. However, I'm no longer uncertain. I made up my mind beyond the shadow of a doubt. I will fight until the very end. Well, Christmas is over now. All that's left is New Year's Eve. You made your decision?
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Oh, good. I think that whatever decision you make will be the right one, so don't worry about it too much. I feel much calmer now compared to when we first learned of the coming events. It must be because I'm now certain of the choice I wish to make. The kids in my class are all excited for winter break, but none of them realize what's going to happen. They don't know what kind of decisions we have to make. I don't need to read. I'll come down here. Oh, look. It's a mask from the summer festival. Green turban show. Doll from Christmas. I spent time with Fuka on Christmas and formed an unforgettable memory. Model of a tower. Ryoji and Junpei were full of energy when we visited Kiyomizu Temple on the school trip. Wow, yeah. I never thought I'd say this, but fuck, why I have to be off school now. Winter vacation begins today.
Huh? Junpei-kun?
I love how these two have to have a cutscene because of the only two that don't have someone else to connect to. for this
Hey, Fuka.
line of thought.
What brings you here?
Nothing really. I've been coming here a bunch lately.
Is that sketchbook,
Oh, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met.
So if you were here last night, you'll know that Chidori's body transmogrified a couple days after she was, after the event happened. So her body might still be alive. Also, the fact that she transmogrified into a coffin means that she lost the ability to use the persona, which quite literally means that when Junpei's persona evolved in the presence of Medea, it's because he literally took Medea out of her body. Like, he removed her artificial persona, and now she doesn't have one anymore.
What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
I am?
Honestly, you were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else. I can't even describe it.
Okay, we gotta do this again.
Honestly.
Kind of almost sounds auto-tuned at the end of that word, but like I've had recordings where that happens to me too. So we have honestly, butt, and chicken tenderloin. Those are the three good ones.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself. I mean, just the other day I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work.
Yucatan, yeah, the Yucatan Peninsula.
That's not true.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuka.
That's why I want to protect everyone. After all, the Dark Hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it? But our persona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
True to yourself.
Sorry, how did he
You're
say that?
really something, Fuka.
Okay, wait a minute. The way he said that was a little weird.
True to yourself.
South. He said it with like an A.
Let's fight together.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, they all want to fight.
It's amazing commodities! I'm going to do it.
Today we're introducing the New Year's Gemstone campaign. This is our last deal of the year, and it's a total steal. We've got loads of gemstones carefully curated for you.
Good.
First up, we have this lovely ruby. 2 of these fiery red gemstones, actually, just for you. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in this opal, too. Guess how many? 5. All this for just 99,000 yen. Sure, why not? Big spender.
Thanks, kid.
That's it for this year's special deliveries. See you next year. That's it for today. We're all sold out. Sorry, folks.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next Sunday, same time, same channel. It was like $1,000 I just spent on those gems. Getting a feel for it. And this is 1-3, right? Yeah. And this is what, 1-6 or 1-9? 1-9. Okay. It's gonna be a while for either of these. When I think about my grandfather and what he did, I get so angry. If it wasn't for him, everything would be okay right now. I know it's not good to dwell in the past, but...
Go.
Finally winter vacation. What we'll be doing once it's over. Whatever it is, I hope we won't regret it. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger, Featherman R, episode 45, Hot Cocoa of Victory. Find the demon robot's opening and defeat it. On to today's news. We'll be going over by 15 minutes today to review ways of preventing apathy syndrome with famous... There's an SNL skit about an airline full of assholes, and they say bye-bye in that exact same way, yeah. Then again, there's not many ways to express such a funny word, yeah. Bye-bye. I did a Mitsuru fortune. Or I did a Mitsuru thing... Wait, no, last night? Did I do something last night? Oh my god, I can't remember. I think I did. Tomochika then. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've got so much free time right now. There's no way to progress social links during during vacations. Good luck. 500 yen coin.
Welcome back.
Only 4 more days until New Year's Eve. I was really worried for a while, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I even thought my fear might completely overtake me, and I wouldn't be able to decide on anything.
No.
But I was wrong. I actually feel strong, because everyone is with me.
You know...
I read that fear is an emotional response to that triggers us to flee from danger, but nothing will change if we keep running away from the things we're scared of. We'll have to face our fears, that's so we can find a way to survive. I've made up my mind.
Get a load of this.
Chidori gave up her own life so that I could live. That's why I can't take this lying down. Like hell, I'm fine with forgetting her. I'd rather die than forget. So it's not magic or him just forgetting the coin there. Where do you think those 500 yen coins come from? The wind. That's kind of coming out of nowhere, but would you like some coffee right now? Not that instant stuff, but properly ground beans and all that. I saw someone prepare coffee on a show, and I wanted to try doing it myself. If you don't mind, maybe you could be my taste tester?
Oh,
Alright, well, I've never done any of his stuff before, so... It is now December, the busiest season of the year, and a human presence can be found within Tartarus, albeit a weakening one. I believe it best for you to hurry if you wish to save them. Sincerely yours, forevermore, Elizabeth. We will. We have until... No. We have until the 30th, so I'll go on the 29th. Maybe the dog. Yeah, the dog just puts money in his pocket. Yeah, we're not getting to the choice tonight, because I have to go back to Tartarus and do a whole block, so... Next stream, I'll probably start by doing that. And if it goes on long enough, then we'll get to the bad ending, and then we'll go to the, like, actual final month. Just like the mystery doesn't take holidays, we reporters can't take holidays either. And I think I'm close to a real breakthrough on this one. Can't take a break when I'm this close. Some Fountain Dew.
Come on.
Go have a...
Ba-da-ba.
All right.
I'll get started right away.
Ugh, the inside of my mouth still tastes salt. I mean, coffee's meant to be taken black, don't you think? It's the only way to experience the natural taste of the beans. The one from Brazil is very smooth, while the Kilimanjaro one is more sour and full-bodied.
You know a lot, as long as it's drinkable. Where's today's from? But crema. Ken, it's because Ken wants to look like an adult, so he keeps doing adult things like drinking black coffee, which is gross, by the way. Black coffee sucks.
Oh, it's called a value pack blend. I bought it at the supermarket. Does the quality of the beans really affect the flavor that much? Maybe I'll try some better ones next time. Anyways, sorry for the sudden invite. But they say that drinking coffee can help you relax and concentrate better. I just thought something like that might benefit us in our upcoming battles. And I figured if I could learn to make good coffee, people might find that useful. I'll do some more research. I can tell there's room for improvement.
Coffee using a Persona game? I don't see it happening.
Sorry for asking you to help me clean up, too. Please, take the leftovers with you. Although, you might not necessarily like it.
Okay, coffee. Okay, it's coffee.
Sure, I'd prefer my coffee to taste good, but I could do without all the test sips. It's not that I don't appreciate the flavor, it's just that it's not good for an elementary school kid to drink too much, so... And you seem like someone who'd appreciate a good cup of coffee, like from a cafe. I hope you have another cup the next time I make some. I'll make sure it tastes better by then.
Good rolls ours, yeah.
Well then, good night.
Come to Brazil. That was a good roll. How come sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't? Give me the name of a brand in University, I'll check. Something for you. See, now would be the perfect time to do hangouts because I don't have anything else to do. What's the duck on my phone? That's Wild Duck Burger. We have a new burger. Have you tried our new burger with unknown ingredients? Plus now our fries are extra salty. We await your visits, Wild Ducklings. Secret recipes, mysterious ingredients. Do you have the guts to go Wild Duck? Yeah, the mascot is cute. I have had multiple people tell me he is the best romanceable option. My schoolmates are probably all enjoying their vacation. Probably sitting by the fire, drinking hot chocolate. Wish we could do that. We could start a fire in here. Probably isn't safe, though.
Hey!
Does everyone seem a little different lately? It's like they've all come to a realization or something. Think so?
Jeez.
Can't tell? I feel like it's pretty obvious. Then again, I can't tell what you're thinking or if you've made your decision or not.
Hey!
You're right.
Oh, maybe...
I wonder if that means everyone's made up their minds about Ryoji-kun. Only 3 days left. It's not like my fears up and disappeared, but for some reason I feel at ease. I think it's because everyone's standing here with me.
Yes?
Don't worry about Aigis. She is currently being treated with the utmost care. I wouldn't accept anything less for a valuable teammate. Behind the Christmas smiles a hard-fought battle. Today the lights in this toy store that have been on for 50 years have gone dark. That concludes our special report. Coming up next, the news. Well, there's not much else I could do except go to the, like, pray every day. Pray for relationships, that's it. Watch this be a bad luck. You will have the very worst luck. Fuck! You are headed towards financial disaster. I'm gonna lose 5,000 yen. Hey, 5,000 yen just fell out of my pocket and blew away. Bullshit. It's getting late. I should head back to the dorm. That offset all my profits. I'm gonna pray for my hopes and dreams, yeah.
Welcome back.
Hi, how was your day? There are just 3 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you decided what you're going to say to Ryoji-kun? Mitsuru wants to make tea, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight.
Oh, right.
If you have some time, would you care to join me for some tea again? I'd like to brew a different blend this time. It also happens to be one of my favorites. Wait, before that happens, actually.
I see.
Very well. Coffee brewed with Amada. Nope, it's just a type of coffee. It's okay. I really need to start using these incenses. Once we get into the final month, I'll probably pump and dump all of them. Oh, did you want to have some tea after all? I'll pour you a cup if you have the time. Please and thank you. Wonderful. I'll start the preparation.
It feels nice being able to pour tea for someone else like this. Oh, my apologies. I'm supposed to be the host, and yet here I am thinking about myself. How about you then? Are you having a good time?
Of course. A bit tense. I'd like a refill. Of course.
That's good to hear. Chamomile is known for its relaxing properties, so maybe that's taking its effect on you. I was actually a bit worried that I might be putting you off. Apparently, the popular opinion is that I'm difficult to approach.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
We're running low on snacks. I'll have to ask my staff to... Actually? Oh, never mind. Here, let me pour you another cup.
I drank herbal tea with Mitsuru as we discussed our favorite snacks.
All right, I think that's enough for now. We should start cleaning up.
Lux Night Tea.
I'd like to invite you for this again, if time allows. But for now, let's head back to our rooms.
Alright, this will be the last day I do for today. Because we're going to go to Tartarus tonight. I'm only streaming for another 10 minutes, though. I know it's already after 4, but wanted to make sure I get at least 3 hours in. Good for your skin. Don't care. Nothing good on. Really boxed myself into a corner. I shouldn't have been so obsessed with getting Mamoru and the old couple done earlier in the game. Fuck. You will have fair luck. Money may also be in your future. I found a crumpled up $1,000 or $1,000 yen bill in my pocket. $1,000? What the hell? The box on the counter. Looks like the product I ordered through the shopping program on TV has arrived. Let's see what's inside. Ruby and Opal.
Welcome back.
Day after tomorrow's the big day. Make up your mind yet? Made up mine, by the way. That took me a while to get there, though. Well, you should make your choice soon if you haven't. No change your mind at the last minute. Nope, no, and nope. Okay, that's the perfect night to go to Tartarus, because everything we're doing is kind of just bleh. A survey of this year's most popular news topics put apathy syndrome as the #1 subject. Alright, well, unfortunately, that means Aegis is just gonna have to be underleveled, but whatever. Some people can't make it today, but would you still like to go? Commence operation. Alright then, let's meet in the usual place. Let the others know. See you there.
Oh, yes!
May I have a moment of your time? Tartarus appears to have a special little guest today, and between its jaws it clenches a fragment that emits a curious blue light. Should your curiosity get the best of you, perhaps it's best to pay him a visit. I believe it will likely be on floor 190. Well, off you go.
Marvelous.
Green time. 4 twilight fragments.
Here are my requests. I can sense a presence.
Seems to be a human presence between floors 204 and 211. Okay. And the cat's on 190.
Very well.
Wow, it was almost 2 hours since my last save. You're too close. It'd be embarrassing if you could hear how loud how loudly my heart is beating. Tartarus can be really different just floor to floor. Some floors are creepy, but the next floor could be really flashy. It's strange. Please bring me with you for tonight's expedition. Koromar seems confident as usual. Seems like Koromar wants to join me in battle.
Hey.
If you skimp on items, you'll be sorry when you take a wallop from an enemy. But using items excessively isn't good either. Figuring out a good balance for item use is an important part of a combat strategy. Alright, let's get going. Don't hesitate to retreat if you're feeling exhausted. It's best not to overexert yourself. A real leader knows when to surrender. Would you like for me to accompany you? Yeah, I'm so hungry. Tartarus, tartar sauce. Oh crap, now I want some deep fried shrimp to munch on. You know you're gonna need my help. We good to go?
Oh.
You know when you hit an enemy's weak point and they fall down? Some of them look so funny like that. Almost makes me want to laugh. Wouldn't it be so funny if we got attacked while we were laughing, huh? Want to get going? I'm ready when you are. Okay, Aegis is out. She's also one of the highest level people, so I guess it's not too big of a deal. Akihiko and Yukari I will leave behind, just because I'll get a clock bonus for them, and then get them up to 65 immediately. The sauce, yeah. Alright, Koromaru, Ken, Mitsuru. Ken's got his tuxedo. Koromaru doesn't have any, like, uniforms. Like, any fun things. Get Mitsuru in her maid outfit. Get the 2 butlers. Alright. I'm gonna stop in 5 minutes, so I'll go get the cat, and then we'll just, resume. We'll do the actual exploration, tomorrow.
We're counting on you, Koro-chan.
All right, let's continue exploring. Careful, the enemy's nearby.
Caught them off guard.
Koro-chan knocked one down.
There's no escape.
All current party members will have their HP and SP fully restored. Why? I don't need Siegfried. Well, I can only take one card right now, so I'm taking money.
I'm always happy to team up with everyone. All of you are going to be graduating next year, huh? There's a treasure chest over there. Look, there's a shadow. Yes, we have the upper hand.
Items can be a good way to strike weaknesses.
Bone critical.
I knocked one down. I don't think you have any skills for this.
Take over any time.
I've already scanned this one.
Good boy.
Enemy down.
I like how Mitsuru said good boy. Yeah, them being distressed plus him having the bone, which gives crit up high, really breaks this fight.
There's no escape. I'm struggling.
Let's go get some advanced shuffle times here. I can get Belphegor back if I want to, or I could just go for money and experience, which I'll probably just do money.
You looked really cool out there, Goro-chan. Three targets. They won't know it hit them. That's it. Enemy down. Goro-chan knocked one down.
Goro-chan really pulling his weight.
Now to finish you. I'm struggling.
Trumpeter. Oh, I fused Trumpeter out, huh? Alright, more money.
I'm always happy to team up with everyone.
Oh, it's an orange cat. It's Garfield.
Okay.
I hate
Oh,
Tuesdays
there's a
in the
treasure
dark
chest.
hour.
Goro-chan knocked one down.
Yeah, sure. I know what you're saying. Mondays, yeah. Uh-oh, I fused out, Zochoten. This means I gotta pull out the Neko Shogun.
Enemy down.
What to do?
Oh, I'm gonna waste so much HP doing this.
That's an enemy down.
I'll go with
56 HP each time.
The enemy lines are broken.
Let's do it.
Jatayu, that's a new one.
You looked really cool out there, Goro-chan.
Speed Incense. Sun Arcana. Garudine Magarilla Growth 3, so I don't even need to abuse it. King of Birds in Hindu myth. In the Ramayana, he fought bravely, but lost to Ravana in an attempt to save Sita, Rama's wife, the seventh avatar of Vishnu.
You're doing well, Goro-chan. Good job keeping close to our leader.
Oh, there's the cat, alright. There's the stairs.
So this is where the stairs were.
We've caught them by surprise!
The enemy's easily charmed. Do you have a skill for it?
Wait, there's this light, right? Let's give this a shot, see if this does it. Nice.
All enemies defeated. Good work out there. Good job, Koro-chan. Now let's get back to exploring.
There's a cat that looks nice and docile.
Yes.
A bit damp, but I can still use it. 8 Twilight Fragments, nice.
Welcome back. Koromaru is...
Oops. Sorry, I skipped that unique dialogue. Should be able to get past it. Can you check? Here it is. Please watch out. Looks like the shaking has subsided. Is everyone alright? Path towards the staircase is opened up. You can advance further now. We don't know what's waiting ahead, so please be careful going forward. It's thanks to all of you that we made it this far.
I think we're starting to get somewhere.
You've got the initiative. They don't seem very strong.
Nice.
Boy, Koromaru! Stop struggling! I'm ready. Artemisia! Good.
That's a win
We've
for
won.
the team. Good job, everyone.
I already have Pazuzu. Make money.
We did it!
We've reached the 199th floor. I can't believe there's more than 200.
I just want to get to 200. Nice even number to end on.
Excellent. We have the
they
advantage.
won't know it hit them. Koro-chan knocked one down. This should be a good test of your strength.
What's the plan here?
But don't get carried.
I can't believe it's not fun.
Come, Persona!
The enemy lines are broken.
Pazuzu pulled it out once again. Oh, come on. Give me some Major Arcana cards here.
Perfect. Just what we hoped for. There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
That teleporter can take us back to the entrance, but I can keep going.
I wanted to teleport on the next floor. Detect a strong enemy a few floors up from here. Getting a reading of that door, make sure... No, I'm not doing Monad. Actually, you know what? Maybe I would... Oh, wait, but I can't leave.
Look, there's a shadow.
Preparing to analyze.
anger table.
That's it! Enemy down!
Damn it! Why does the moon keep coming up? It's not. I don't need that this early on.
Perfect. Just what we hoped for.
Haraba cube.
Oh, a door. I wonder what's behind it.
We're not gonna find out, because I'm gonna leave this floor before that happens.
That one looks really strong.
That's why I'll be skipping him to get a homunculus instead. 'Cause it wants to moon me. Yeah.
We found the stairs.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
I know this is kind of a waste, but... Oh, actually, no, 24 is not bad.
Yes.
Alright. Well, we're hitting the end point now. Tomorrow night, I will run to this block. We'll run to the Monad Passage. We'll probably make our decision and get the bad ending, and then move on to the true final finale of the game. And also, if I'm here early enough tomorrow, I'm going to unbox a couple of Pokemon cards, because I got a new box with some fun stuff in it. So yeah, thank you for coming to this very late stream. I very much appreciate it. You know I do. If you want to watch more streams, check out my Twitch page. There are suggested streamers there. Thank you again for coming by. If you want to watch more streams, shush past me. We got enough people here to worth raiding. I'm going to give the raid to, someone's playing Monster Hunter Generations. Tyler Okobo, who I don't know if I've raided them before. Well, let's give them a raid. Thank you so much for coming. You all have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's late. Go to bed. But after you say hi to Tyler Okobo. Thank you. Good night.